Warning, Cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
Arkansas dead ends into a lake, and that's where they are.
What the hell is this?
Why you my face, bitch? Hey, get off me, mother.
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
We were supposed to be together forever.
I know there's something shady going on with him.
Where they at?
They're making out in the parking lot. Let's go.
She always told me she likes surprises. Let's see how she likes this one.
It's right here at the bench, right here at the bench.
Get your ass up out of there!
Hey, please.
Buster!
Yeah, bitch, I'm gonna handcuff you.
Ladies.
Get out of my face!
Oh my God!
You are a cheater.
Easy, no.
Now you're a comedian!
That's what you deserve. That's what you deserve.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Alarmed by his live-in boyfriend's lack of affection, Sebastian Asner is starting to believe there's something sinister behind his cold demeanor. Needing answers instead of deception, Sebastian wants to bring the truth to light. I'm Joey Greco, and this is Cheaters.
When I met Brian, I was visiting from Louisville, Kentucky during summer break with some friends. We were out of the club, and I saw him, he saw me, and we started talking. He begged me for like a year and a half to move down here, and I finally decided I wanted to change the scenery, so I came down here. And about a year ago, when we actually finally did move in together, I started noticing that he just started acting real distant and shady. He put a different lock code on his phone, and I don't know, he's just real secretive and acting kind of funny. When he came home from work one night, he was like getting ready to take a shower or whatever, and he took his shirt off. And it's a polo shirt, so it has a collar on it, so it's kind of hiding it. But when he took his shirt off, I noticed that he had all these marks on his neck. So I asked him, what is that? And he was like, those are hickeys. And I was like, how'd they get there? And he told me that I put them there. And I was like, really? Like, that's impossible. There's no way I could have done that, because for one, I don't leave hickeys. And for two, like, we haven't been intimate and, you know, I don't even know how long. If I was to catch Brian cheating on me, I guess I honestly don't know what I'd do, but I'd probably go crazy.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters Detective Agency may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Investigative charges may apply. Brian, age 24. A clerk suspected of giving out his sweet treats to another man. Investigation Day 2. After assembling all necessary intel on the suspect, Cheaters agents surround his place of employment and begin surveillance. Around lunchtime, perimeter units spot the suspect, identified only as Brian, exiting the shopping mall and waiting by the curb. A few minutes later, an approaching automobile draws detectives' attention. The car pulls up to a stop in front of Brian. He enters the passenger seat and gives the mysterious driver a brief kiss. Mobile units initiate pursuit and follow the pair to a nearby fast food restaurant. Brian and his unknown male companion exit the vehicle and walk across the lot. They enter and order. Brian laughs with his host as they sit across from one another, gorging themselves on a couple of supersized combo meals. The energetic lunch comes to an end, and the couple leave. Mobile units follow the couple back to the shopping mall and spy the two engaging in a long goodbye kiss. Brian eventually steps out of the car and goes back to work. Investigation Day 3. Ground agents take advantage of the crowds and venture into the mall. Nearing the end of his shift, Brian is visited by his companion from earlier surveillance, whose identity remains withheld. Detectives keep eyes on the duo as they walk through the mall and into an elevator. The detective secretly scopes out the suspect and his clandestine companion on the ride up and out of the mall. Once in the parking lot, Brian is escorted to his partner's car. Mobile units pull behind the dark sedan as it enters a nearby parking garage. The car climbs to the third floor before finding a parking space. Once the engine is cut off, the activity inside the cab revs up. Once the couple's passion subsides, they emerge from the car and share another fervent moment saying goodbye. The companion watches longingly as Brian returns to his car and departs. Investigation Day 6. Brian appears to be in the middle of an important phone call while he makes his way across the parking lot and into his vehicle. Brian finds his way to a desolate and darkly lit parking lot. He backs his vehicle into a space, seemingly signaling his companion already waiting to get in. As Brian enjoys his surreptitious affections, it's Sebastian who's affected in this recorded phone call. With all the evidence pointing to an affair, agents pull up stakes and return to headquarters to begin analyzing the data for Sebastian's review. Coming up, the confrontation.
With evidence of his boyfriend's patent dishonesty, Cheaters brings Sebastian the proof. Ready for his agony to end, he sets his sights on forgiveness until he sees the truth.
Well, Sebastian, I know that you've been concerned for quite a while. I know you've had some questions and some difficulty understanding what's actually going on in your relationship with Brian.
Right.
Our detectives have information that they thought it was very important that you see. I know you're apprehensive, but are you ready to view that now?
Hell yeah.
On this afternoon, we had a detective outside of the shopping mall where Brian works. Brian exits the building and was observed having a phone conversation. Not too many more minutes after that, and a car pulls up. As he gets in, he leans in and appears to give this individual a kiss. They're followed to a fast food restaurant, and now that we see, as they enter, that this is another gentleman. They have a meal, return back to Brian's place of employment. There is another prolonged exchange, and then Brian goes inside and goes back to work. On this afternoon, our detective, from a higher vantage point, observed Brian at work. The same gentleman that we've seen him with previously approaches the counter. They have a conversation. Not long after that, they leave. Our detective was able to get inside the elevator and catch them in a casual exchange, but they were followed out until they get to the vehicle of this other gentleman. It looks like they're beginning to leave the parking area, but they veer off and actually go into a covered area of the parking structure. They spend some time there, Sebastian, of a more intimate nature at that location. Before they get out, we see another romantic exchange. He gets into your car, and Brian returns home for the evening. On this day, we again observe Brian as he leaves work. Our detectives follow until he arrives at a park that's not too far away. Now, Brian backs in, is joined by his gentleman friend. They leave, go to a nearby convenience store, go inside, make some purchases. They go back to the park. They steal a few more intimate moments at the park. They start to leave, but this gentleman hasn't had quite enough, goes back in to double dip, and then when they're each satisfied, they each go their separate ways.
I'm killing.
I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can reach our detective for an update on what's taking place right now. Hey, we just finished up with a briefing. We're in the vans and we're rolling in your direction. Okay. He just left the mall. His friend was there waiting. They're each other. They're both driving. The detective's behind them. Okay.
Just thinking about the fact that he's in my car right now is just... Ugh.
Arkansas dead ends into a lake, and that's where they are? Okay, we're on our way right now. Come on, Sebastian. There's Gomez over here. Come on with me.
Ready? Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Y'all, move.
What the hell is this?
Can I help you? Brian,
What's that?
what is this? Who the is that?
Who is that, actually?
What are you doing here?
What the are you doing here, actually?
Chilling. Why are you here?
Why else would I be here? What the do you think?
I'm on top of this.
Bitch, move. No, I'm not there talking to you.
Bitch, this. Move.
Can you get the camera out of my face, dude?
Why are you here? This is unnecessary. What the is all this bullshit?
Oh my God.
Coming up next, the conclusion.
Arkansas dead ends into a lake, and that's where they are?
What the hell is this?
Who the is that?
Who is that?
Why are you here?
Oh my God.
Watch out. This is his boyfriend.
unnecessary. What
They
the
live together.
Live together.
They live together.
Okay.
The truck that Brian drives around in,
I don't need to know.
Bastion's.
You a lying ass mother.
So,
Nothing ass mother. Bitch, get your hands up, bitch.
what is your problem?
You, bitch.
Well, you guys, easy, gentlemen. Gentlemen, calm down. So he's been lying as much as he's been lying to his boyfriend.
I don't know nothing about this bitch right here.
Okay, well, you would because he's been lying, and that's my point.
Man, I don't got nothing to say to y'all right now. You ready?
Let's go.
Why you trying to leave, bitch? I need my keys.
I'll give them to you later.
No, give me my keys right now.
Give me the keys. Give me the keys.
Why I ain't gonna get in this little raggedy ass car with you, bitch?
Okay.
Give me my keys.
See, I see.
Go to the house. You. Get the out the damn way. Come on.
You are so.
Move, bitch. Why you up my face, bitch?
Hey. Hey.
Careful.
Back up. Go home. I gave you your
bitch.
keys. Take your ass
What
home.
the f are they? Bitch,
Over there.
don't tell me to go home. You don't
Go
know
home.
me, bitch.
Right. Come on. Get the out of my way, bitch.
Hey, no, that's not necessary. Let's calm this down.
Brian, come on, man.
Get them apart.
Your mouth. Come on.
Got your glasses, bitch.
We'll get some new ones, ho. Get the out the way.
Punk ass bitch. Got time? You a punk.
I told you to go away.
Bitch, we through.
Gone.
We through.
Duh. Obviously. Took you this long to
Cops
find
gonna be
out.
up here, man. Let's go.
So that's the motherfucker put them hickeys on your neck.
Obviously.
They didn't come from you. Come on, Brian. Why you talking to him? Why you talking to him?
Do you see what you walking away with?
Yeah,
Not
look at
you.
you. Right.
Bitch!
Move!
When you cheat, bitch, cheat up. Cheat up. Not down. You downgraded.
Get in, Brian.
You think that?
Don't come to my house, bitch.
You're in this, watch out.
Get the out the way! Bitch!
You bitch! All right, you okay? Watch out. Wouldn't advise that. I'm so done with this. Someone broke my seat. Imagine that. You all right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Just relaxing a little bit.
I'm cool.
Okay, all right.
Talk to Sebastian real quick. Sebastian, I'm gonna follow you home just to make sure everything's okay. All right, so just drive slow, take your time. I know right now you've kind of gone through a whole lot real fast. I'm gonna follow you home, make sure you're home, okay, all right? So then just drive.
Following the confrontation, Sebastian succumbs to his depression. Later, we'll update you on his condition. But next, we welcome back Dolly Bailey, a former client hoping to shed some light on her actions when confronting her boyfriend on Cheers.
When I walked in that bar, I just completely flipped. I have never been so angry in my entire life. I cannot believe that he was actually there. He was singing that song to her. I remember when he was writing that song, and he just kept telling me it was about a fictitious woman. It didn't mean anything, and then to walk in there and to see her and realize that it was, and hear him singing that song to her. I cannot believe that he did that.
What are you doing, mother? Huh? What the are you doing, huh? What the are you doing?
You gotta stop it.
You better stop it. Come here, mother.
Come here, come here.
Man. Well, who is she? Who is she? Dave? Who is she? You busted. No. Who you are? What's going on? You got videos. No. You man.
Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there.
I mean, this was a long-term 10-year relationship. For him to do something like this, I mean, if he was so unhappy, why did he just not end it before then? Why did he have to do this? Why did he have to go there?
Ladies and gentlemen, Dolly, everybody.
Joe, serious? Are you serious? Serious?
How long have you been seeing him?
Probably about 5 months now.
Do you know that they've been together for 10 years? Has he told you that?
Yeah, but he told me they were done.
Why don't you tell him everything you've been doing? And my house, man, that I pay for. I haven't been doing anything. Car, they make payments on you, face.
He did try contacting me several times, trying to work it out after all this happened, but there was just absolutely no way. There's no way that I could even consider ever, I have more respect for myself than that.
In the aftermath of the confrontation, Sebastian Asner is heartbroken that the man he gave his love to would do this to him. He claims that he has no one to turn to in his time of need and has become despondent over the past few weeks. With the help of Cheater's producers, Sebastian has finally agreed to counseling, but fears the hole in his heart will never heal. When finally reached by Cheater's producers, Brian was less than open. He would only say that Sebastian has a selective memory and wants nothing more to do with him. As for Brian's companion, he wants Sebastian to know that Brian is happy and having the time of his life.
again. Another heart is broken.
Now remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.